it's called the poop knife story. Like people know what that shit is. When you bring up poop knife on Reddit, like you Google that shit right now. Fucking long ass thing, dude. Like it's internet history, bro. It's
The world has
insane.
never been the same since we lost Harambe. Like, I'm
Yeah,
just
I
putting it
know,
out there.
right? Yep. What's going on, guys? And welcome back to another episode of the Dual Hemisphere Hangout. My name is Luke, and join with me each and every week. I do have my lovely co-host Jake. Jake, my man, say hello to the people.
Hello, everyone. How are we doing on this fine day at the back end of January? We've just come out of a heat
Mhm.
wave, Luke. I am excited. It is a
Okay,
whopping 24 degrees right now. Don't know what it is in Fahrenheit, but bro, it hit the high 40s this
it's
week.
better than
I
what you.
was
It's better than what you've been saying.
Yeah, my eye bags are so bad. Like
Yeah,
I can't sleep in the heat. I cannot sleep in the
yeah,
heat.
fair.
It's too hard. And even with
Yeah,
the
no doubt.
fans, and we have the problem is, right, you've got AC in your bedroom, right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, and I can see the fan going above you, and I've got the fan going above me. It's just out of shot. Um, do you get like the driest throat if you sleep with like the aircon on? If you accidentally leave the aircon on, oh man, it
Uh,
dries the fuck out of my throat.
no, maybe a little bit. I think I'm definitely like parched. Like when I wake up in the morning, like I'm thirsty, but like I'm not. I don't know if my throat's necessarily dry. I wouldn't say that, but
It
I'm
feels
also the
like
kind of freak.
go-
I'm the kind of freak that sleeps with the window open in the winter. So
I see. I would, but then
yeah,
all the bugs come in.
fair, fair. And you
I
live in
don't want none
you
of
live
them
in
bugs.
Australia, and yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I don't got to worry about like I might have to worry about like a bug or a mosquito here and there, but you got to worry about something that might bite off your arm or some shit. So we're
On the mosquitoes, they eat me alive. I don't know if
really
it's just like an old mother's tale. I'm Oneg on the blood group, and apparently it's an old wives' tale that mosquitoes love Oneg. I get ripped in
probably
bits, ripped in
yeah.
bits. It's the same like when back when I used to live at home and the cat would get fleas because it's an outdoor cat. They used to
Hmm.
eat me alive. But I think it's
Yeah.
because I think at that point it's because I was wearing white socks and fleas
Hmm.
are drawn to light coloured
White. Yeah.
fabrics. So that would
Hmm.
and it would always be me that would get eaten first, and then we would deflea the cat, and then they would go. It's like, oh, thank the
Yeah.
Lord.
You were
But
the testing subject. The cat got the fleas, and then you're like, oh, well, now we know the cat has fleas because Jake
yeah.
has them.
Hey, look, that cat's still going strong. I think it's like 18
Yeah.
years
Shit.
old. Still got a full rack
Fuck.
of teeth on it. Still
You know.
outside catching. I can hear it scratch. I went home last year, and I could still hear it
Hmm.
scrapping outside with all the young cats. So it's obviously like
Nice.
the pick of the litter on the street.
Yeah. It's
He's
that.
had run-ins with foxes and all that sort of. It's,
He's like the godfather of the cats. He's just leading. He's the gang leader. He's in charge. No one has taken his crown yet until he's waiting for that one wily cat to come up there and take his throne. And he's like, all right, I'm good. I'm ready to go away now. But no,
pass
he's
on
still
the
holding it
torch.
down. And I know, right?
um, but I usually go first on how's your week been. But I'll ask
I
you
know,
this
right?
week, how's your week been? I'll
Yeah,
beat you to
man.
it.
Week's been pretty chill, man. Won't lie. It's so this week, let's see, how did we start? Yeah, Sunday was pretty chill. I went to this coffee shop, which is really cool. I've never really been to a like a proper coffee shop before. A friend took me there, invited me there, and then I got some coffee. Well, I don't drink coffee. I actually got hot chocolate because I don't fucking drink coffee, but I was invited, so I'll go see this fancy place. It's actually really nice. Fucking busy as shit. I mean, it is Sunday, so I guess I could understand that. But like fucking proper like boom and line out the door. Like apparently it did open like back in October, so it's only been around for a couple months, but like good buzz, good business. It's hard as fuck to get there. I have to go like you have to like get out, you have to go behind like a McDonald's and do like I don't know how to describe it. It's like a weird like there's it's like a weird little like drive not
Backstreet?
driveway, what's the word? It's like a weird back street and the parking lot is like yeah, is in a weird location that you can't get to. You can see it from the highway, but in order to pull in, you have to like go through a back road and then go through this little
That's how you
alley,
know
and
it's
then
good
it
coffee.
Yeah, and then it opens up into like a big yeah. That's how you know it's a good coffee. But then there's a fucking Subway like right down this like diagonal from it, so like kind of ruins the ambiance, honestly. But no, that was pretty. That's pretty banger. And then what else did I do? Then yeah, Monday came, Martin Luther King Day here in the U.S. So we didn't have it was a scheduled day off, but we did have a conference I went to, which was pretty cool. Learned some stuff, and then worked the rest of the week pretty normal. I worked a weird schedule today. Like the past couple of days, I've been coming in at 10 because the person that's usually running the building in the morning is like leaving at like 12, and they're like, "Well, you could take a break at 11." I'm like, "Dude, I'm not taking a break at 11 o'clock at when I come in at 9 o'clock."
No,
So I'm like, I'll just take my hour and just go come in at 10 o'clock. So I don't know if I like it necessarily. Like it's cool, but it's almost like you almost have too much time in the morning, like but like not enough time to really do anything. So like today, I woke up and it was like 7 o'clock, and I'm kind of ready to go to work, but I've got like 3 hours. So what am I gonna do? And so I ended up going to like Target. I got clothes at like 8 o'clock in the morning. I went clothes shopping at 8 o'clock in the morning. Got a couple like got this shirt and like some pants and like just like roamed the store, browsed the store for like an hour and a half and got clothes and then got gas and got a little breakfast and went into work. And I'm like, I mean, that was oddly satisfying, but like I don't wanna be
it's
shopping at
weird.
Target at 10
It
in the morning, like, at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's just I don't I feel like almost like
it does the
stay-at-home
reverse.
dad. Like, it
Yeah,
was weird. It's like I was like, I don't yeah, it was just really odd. So I wasn't a big fan of that. But besides that, overall, the week's been pretty chill. I've been working on our project, have been getting some places, had some technical difficulties,
not again.
made some more progress. And we're doing good on that, and finally like in a solid spot where I'm glad and I'm gonna knock this thing out this weekend. Even though I said that last weekend, but there was
Hey,
this
look,
last weekend there was bug city. I did randomly call you like on a Wednesday morning because I was editing some audio. So one of my friends is doing like this, they're doing a group project, and so they're like working on like they're doing like a podcast stuff, and they're like, "You do podcasts?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do." And so like I was like guiding them on how to edit it and stuff like that. And they're like, "Can you like put a mute song in there?" And like Dio's like, "Yeah, I can do that." Like I know how to work it, but for the longest time, and I was getting so pissed off because I'm like on the phone with this person, and I'm just like talking to them, and they're talking to me, and I'm like trying to pay attention to what they're saying, but I'm like trying to figure out how to render this fucking audio for this 6 minute clip, and I'm like looking on YouTube, I'm looking on Google, nothing happened. I'm like, I look at the clock, I'm like, all right, it's like 8 a.m. or it's like okay, it's 7 a.m. for Jacob right now. I was like, all right, he's either at work or on his way to work. I'm gonna risk the call, and I'm pretty sure you were on the train or something.
yep,
I don't
I was
know
on the
where.
train in.
Okay, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I need your help. I'm showing you my screen right now. How the fuck am I supposed to do this? And then of course Jake was like, oh yeah, you just do this, this, and this. I'm like, oh, and now I know how to do it. And then I was talking to the person. They're like, who was that? I was like, that was my friend Jake, my co-host, my good buddy, also tech support. You know, even though he's 12 hours. But I was like, I'm not gonna type this. I was like, I don't know how to describe this other than I need you to look at your phone and tell me what the fuck to do.
It was
But
quite hard.
besides that,
It was quite
yeah.
hard watching your like, because I only have I have an iPhone 13 mini.
Oh yeah, you have a small ass phone, yeah.
Yeah, so like, and then when you screen share, it just shows it as like a 1080p monitor, and I'm looking at this thing, and the sun's blasting in from the side, and I haven't got my brightness up, and I've got my sunglasses on, and I'm like, what the what? But we got there in the end.
Yeah, we did.
DaVinci
We
is
did.
not the most intuitive. It's semi-intuitive when you're editing and
It's
stuff, but when you get to the
mhm,
rendering window, there's so many
yeah.
options, and you really don't know what to
Mhm,
pick. It's
yeah.
it could be overwhelming, but you got there in the
Mhm.
end. So
Yeah, yeah.
now now you're an editor for another
N
podcast.
now now I know how
That's
to
it. You do it
now
once.
I yeah, no, I'm not doing it again. It was for a school project, so they're never gonna have to do that again. It was yeah, it was fine. It was a cool thing, but I was like, God, I was like also being like judgmental because I'm like, you guys are saying a lot. You guys are because they're like, how does it sound? I'm like, do you want me to be honest? Like, how is this person is like, is your professor going to be like, hey, this needs to be like actual like quality podcasting, or they just want you to talk about a topic and they don't really care how it's presented. And they're like, they don't, she doesn't care how it's presented. I'm like, all right, then you guys are fine. You guys are getting A's on this. This is great. This is great.
Yeah,
I worked some magic on it and it made it sound really good and added some effects and stuff like that. Like I've learned, after like many times of Jake literally coaching me through freaking, um, not, it's not Premiere. What is it?
we did
Is it
Sony
Premiere?
Vegas at
No.
the start, and
Yeah,
then
we did Sony
we
Vegas,
left
and then
we left Sony Vegas because it's just not what it used to be anymore. And
yeah,
now you well, there's free. If you're on
yeah,
Mac, you have the option of Final Cut Pro, which is
mhm,
apparently a banging software. And I might
yeah,
use it at some point, but not for me at the moment. It comes with a like a $500 price tag, which is quite cheap for video editing software. One off, not
yeah.
subscription based.
That's really nice.
Pardon me. Then you have the devil, which is Adobe, and most people use Adobe. Adobe Premiere Pro. That comes did used to be a single what you call it
So yeah,
um,
single time purchase, a one
single
purchase.
time purchase. Now it's gone to the cloud, and you have to pay an absolute fortune for it. It's not good at all. It's not good value. And then you
Yeah,
have what we use, which is DaVinci Resolve, which is
yeah,
it has a free version, which is more than enough to just do basic YouTube videos. In fact,
mhm,
you could probably do some high level editing on there.
yeah,
And then they have like a studio version, which is more for film creation, which
yeah,
is then the
mhm,
paid version. But you really don't
yeah,
need the paid version. So I would recommend DaVinci Resolve to anyone. It's a
yeah.
free video editing software.
And
It's
it works
amazing.
pretty well, and it works well, and it's Luke proof in the sense that I can figure it out. Um, but it took a lot of coaching from Jake to finally figure out like all the shortcuts on the keyboard and all that. I'm like, all right, the C is to cut. Okay, I gotta drag the corner to fade out. There's not an effect. I'm like, so I figured it out after long and time, which is good because this video essay I've been working on is gonna be sounding fucking proper. But it definitely was fun, like relearning how to do that. So yeah, that's kind of been my week. It's been pretty chill. Some fun moments here and there. Nothing too out of the norm for me. That being said, though, after this podcast, the following day, we're apparently supposed to get like we've been tracking this snowstorm for like a long fucking time.
I only found out about this morning, and I saw
Yeah,
somewhere is due to have like minus 50 degrees.
yeah,
I don't even know what
it's
it is on the
pretty
Fahrenheit scale. Scary.
it's yeah, it's pretty fucking bad. Now that being said, I don't think we were like everyone's like panic buying, everyone's like freaking the fuck out. It's not that cold right now. Like right now it's about say like 50 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but like it's cool outside. It's definitely not cold enough for it to freeze, but it's not super hot yet. But when it's cool outside, as we all know, the ground has to be cold for the snow to stick. It doesn't matter if it's fucking snowing; it's still not going to stick if the ground's cold. Is it if the ground's not cold? So we're apparently supposed to get like snow starting tomorrow night, and on to Sunday. But it's supposed to be really cold Saturday night, but Sunday it's supposed to warm up, so it might turn in the rain, so it's gonna like melt the snow. But all the meteorologists saying, well, it could shift, the storm could fall down, and they're predicting 4 inches, which is nothing. We can definitely like manage 4 inches. Then there's like one graph earlier this week, they're like, we're gonna get 16 to 22 inches of snow. And I'm like, what the fuck? So at this point, I'm like, if it snows, it fucking snows. I think most people are worried about the ice, but then again, it's not like I don't. It's not going to get that cold. Like I think it. I think people are just kind of freaking out for no reason. But that's what they do here in Virginia. They freak the fuck out over snow, even though we get snow like twice a year. So I don't know.
It is what it is. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, in the UK, I think last week or the week before, they had warnings like it was going to be the worst ever snowstorm. And then when
Mhm.
it came, oh boy, it was nothing. It was like a
Yeah.
light dusting, and everyone was like,
Yeah.
"What? Why? Why are we even
What the
like?"
fuck? I
And
know.
people did the same thing. Panic bought all the bread, all the eggs, absolutely everything, and it's like, Why? What was it all
Yeah.
for?" And
You
the
just
thing
wasted
is,
your paycheck for
yeah,
nothing.
and you're probably not going to get through the food.
No.
I honestly don't get it because the snow never lasts. It will do in the
Yeah.
US, especially in the colder country, but like in the UK, it never lasts. It a
Yeah.
week max, and
Yeah.
everything's back to normal again. But
Mhm.
yeah, you do you, boo. You know, you do
Yeah.
you.
If you want to buy all the toilet paper so you can wipe your ass for a year, just 2 years, so be it. Over 3 inches of snow. All I know is that I will be laughing when it doesn't snow and it fucking rains and nothing happens, and you're sitting there wondering like, damn, I really wish I didn't spend $700 to prepare for this fake snowstorm, and then complain about it. I'm like, yo, like, learn from it, guys. We live in Virginia Beach. We live right up with the ocean. Yes, we sometimes get a good amount of snow, but like very rarely is it catastrophic snow. So
Yeah, it's it is what it is. I mean, I've seen them in. I think was it the record breaking snow, um, like snowstorm blizzard in Russia. It was tall as
yeah.
buildings. Like the
Hmm.
snow was as tall as a building. Like that's
Yeah.
when you need to panic by. And even then,
Yeah.
the people in that village were just like, yeah, it's normal. Don't care.
Yeah.
Like,
Hmm. They're used to it. Just another
but
fucking Tuesday afternoon for them.
it doesn't take after COVID. It doesn't take much for people
Yeah, exactly.
to panic by now. I mean, look at
Hmm.
the well. I sit here every day and pray for AI's downfall. Watching computer prices and computer the RAM shortage at the moment
Yeah,
is it's
insane.
driving a knife into my heart. It's like God
Mhm.
forbid a little gamer wants to play games at 100 to 200 FPS anymore because they're
Yeah.
now having to pay $700 for RAM that was priced at
Hmm.
$100 last year. It's just getting ridiculous. Like, the
I got
whole
the hot commodity. I got 16 gigabytes of RAM, two sticks of it just sitting right here on my computer right now.
yeah,
I
I
got a
mean,
hot commodity.
I think I'm the same. Before the RAM thing went, I upgraded my RAM. It's only DDR4, but DDR4's gone up through the roof as well. So it's like
Hmm.
that RAM's worth more than my whole PC.
Yeah. Sounds about right. It's crazy.
Even my graphics card, and that's not even decent either. But usually that's the most
No.
expensive. But it seems like graphics cards have now gone down, and then it's because
Yeah, the
AI
RAM's
has
gone
now
up.
shifted from using GPU based Bitcoin mining to now, oh, everyone just needs
RAM.
AI to do it. And guess what AI needs? It needs a big chunk of RAM. Uh,
Yeah, for sure.
every day I pray for AI's downfall. I'm hoping it's like
It's
an
never
elastic band and we're at the maximum like stretching capacity, and then everyone's just going to get really annoyed with it and it just dies a slow and painful death. I saw the news that OpenAI could be going under. OpenAI is
okay.
ChatGPT.
Okay.
They are severely leaking funding, and if it continues the way it is at this rate, there'll be no more ChatGPT come 2027. And I pray that it's gone.
Yeah.
I use it for a
It
couple of
won't be.
things, just like web scraping and stuff.
Yeah.
It'll get saved by something else, or ChatGPT will die, and all the other AI models like Grok, like Perplexity, like there's another one. There's another big one that people use.
Meta.
Meta, that they will all carry on. But
Yeah.
it's I want them all dead,
Yeah. Yeah, I
dead
know.
and
Same.
buried.
Same. Same. It was cool for a little bit, and then it's like, all right, I'm done with you. Because I'm like, I was thinking about it like the other day when I was like looking up stuff. Like AI is cool, like for like help with tasks and stuff like that. Hey, create me a list of this, this, and this. Hey, when did this happen? How would you foresee something like this happening? Like that's kind of cool. But like when it comes to like generative AI, when it comes to it also just being fucking wrong and also being just fucking like dumb as shit. Like I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, we need to like chill out. Like it's so easy now for me at least to read something and realize that it was written by AI. Because I'm like, no one fucking talks like this. No one like writes like this. You're answering a question like you're fucking reading the fucking Chronicles of Narnia. Like why is it written fucking prose? Like, dude, you're answering a question, not writing a fucking story. Like it's just it's wild to me. But yeah, no. It's crazy how much, shit's gone up, especially the RAM. Like again, it's kind of like what it was back in when the graphics cards were as bad as they were. Like I told my couple, God, this is maybe I was still in the Norfolk apartment like 3 years ago, but my roommate was gonna upgrade his PC, and I told him it's like, no, don't do that. Just buy a new PC, buy a pre-built PC,
It's
buy
the only
a
t it's
top end PC
it's the only
because
way
it's
you
the
can get
only
it.
it's gonna save you money, and it's the only way you're gonna be able to get it. And for some reason, I don't know why they don't do this. But the pre-built PCs don't really go up. Like they're usually like a box standard, like 1,500 for a high end, 1,200 for like a lower end, 2,100 for like the highest end possible. But it doesn't reflect it doesn't reflect the $1,000 in the RAM. It
It's
still
the
reflects the
insurance.
RAM as like
They make it
it's
up in
the
the
insurance,
insurance.
right?
So they were like,
Exactly,
"Oh, we
right?
can give you like platinum insurance and we could keep your PC alive for 10 years." Well, your PC will
Yeah,
probably stay alive for 10 years if you maintain it properly. And there'll
yeah.
always be
You
a
take care
caveat
of
in
it.
insurance. It's always is like with house insurance. There's always a way for the
Hmm.
insurance company to get out. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah,
But that's the way to
they
go.
make up that extra $500 to $1,000 just on like a platinum insurance policy. So it's like, oh, it's only $100 a year or whatever, or $200 a year. Um, I mean,
Nope. No.
no, I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes it's
It
worth it.
dep it depends on what you're doing for it, right? If I'm a dedicated gamer and I know I'm gonna be spending thousands and thousands of hours playing games on my PC, and I want to run everything at the highest end possible. And I've got 8K monitors, like the grass is looking fucking scrumptious. Like, I then bet, like, cool, I'll do that. But I bought this bitch for streaming. I said, they were like, you want a $500 protection plan? I'm like, no.
No,
Do you want anything? I'm like, I'll take the warranty that comes with the fucking PC. But like, I'm like, I take care of my shit. Now, your average Joe probably won't take it nearly as care as like me or you would because for a while that was our passion, our project was streaming and video editing and stuff like that. So we take care of our shit. But like your average Joe's not gonna do that, and they're like you said, they're gonna get suckered into a $500, $1,000 protection plan, and they're never gonna need it, and they just dropped $1,000 on a PC that's protection plan expires in 5 years, and then on the 6th year, the fucking RAM shits the bed, and then you're fucked, right? Like
yep.
there's no point. Like technology is surprisingly, unless you like pour fucking soda down on your PC, or you don't, or you have, or you don't have like a roach infestation or some shit, your PC is gonna last you at least
Y-
5 years.
You say
Even
it,
if
even that I've
even
had PCs like survive, like
yeah,
the
fair.
drink going through over the top. It's like I've had them
Yeah,
survive.
yeah, fair enough. But yeah, like it's like that. Those are the extreme cases where
Yeah,
maybe it's not. But like 9 times out of 10, your PC, even if you don't fucking take care of it the right way, will last you at least 5 years.
mine's still hanging
So
on, and I flew it from the UK to Australia in a crate.
yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
even
How old's your
disassemble
PC
it.
now? Like
Oh
8 years at
God,
this point?
nah,
10?
longer than that. It's had many reiterations. I've had this PC since 20. When was I in uni? I need to figure this out. 16.
20. Okay.
So it's coming up to it's 10 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But many of the parts have been replaced. Um,
Yeah. Fair.
but
I mean,
it's still
mine's
chugging.
going on.
It's not a good PC. It's not.
Yeah, mine's going on 5, and it's still going strong. So, but to be fair, I don't
Look,
use it.
I watch YouTube
It's,
videos. I
yeah.
record this podcast. I record
Hmm.
the content I record is mainly done on another console, so it's only
Hmm.
recording from the capture card. So
Yeah.
it's not really doing any heavy lifting. I
Hmm.
very rarely game on a PC. Um,
Yeah.
and I also have a Mac Mini, which I do all my editing on
Yeah.
anyway. So
I
I only
think
have
that's funny
Windows
that
for
you.
convenience.
Yeah, I think it's funny you kind of just brought up that you don't really game on your PC, and I bought this PC to stream and play games on it because I wanted a higher end thing. But like as again, it's just so funny when we talk about this all the time with the way consoles have caught up to PCs, and PCs are way too expensive to do the same shit that consoles are doing. But like I was thinking about it the other day, I was like, yeah, like I don't play anything on my thing, and it's only because like my computer just can't run things at a consistent quality, at a consistent frame rate. I have to do so much editing to the graphics card, like even like the default settings that they read your graphics card and they pick the best things they think it's for you. It doesn't work. And I don't know why, it's just so much more noticeable on the PC when frame rates drop than it is on a console. And it's just very jarring to me. So that's why I ended up getting a PS5 was because I can play every game beautifully. I have a nice 4K TV in the back that plays everything just fine. Everything runs at 30 to 60 FPS. It looks good. And I don't have to worry about the bullshit. I can just fucking pick up my controller and play and I have to like mess around with the settings, which I think is crazy to think that this PC was like up to date. Again, remember, up to date 5 years ago and was quickly outclassed in at least 2 years,
Yeah,
which is also the caveat you have when you get a gaming PC. You can't go with what's most things are recommended. You want to go above because eventually the games are going to catch up to that place where you are, and your recommended specs PC is just not going to be able to handle certain games, and that's a shame. But that's why we have consoles, and they're cheaper.
yep, yeah. Well, and I think we're more forgiving with consoles.
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
you get the odd FPS drop, and it's like, oh, it doesn't matter. It's a PS5. It's a
Yeah.
Xbox, whatever they're on now, One S X.
Hmm.
Um, well, when you're on a PC, you've kind of invested way more than you ever would on a console.
Yeah.
Um, and you're way less forgiving when it goes wrong. But you've also got to come with the fact that it's all customizable. So it's
Yeah.
you'll spend a lot more time in the settings. Usually, when you open up a PS5 game, it's like, do you want it performance mode, which is like you might get 120 FPS. Depending on all these caveats that you've got the right HDMI
Mhm.
cable, you've got a TV that can do it, um, or do you want like the graphics settings where you go like 4K or well upscale 2K to 30 or 60 FPS,
Yeah.
and that's the two settings. But when you go on PC, it's like, okay, do you want motion blur? Do you want anisotropic, whatever you call it, AAA filtering? Do you want
Hmm.
fucking field of view, uh, render distance, object textures? It's like, okay, what? Hold the fucking phone, and then, like you said, Luke, at least OBS, Nvidia software can like click of a button and tell you what you sort of should have,
Yeah.
and you can tweak
Yeah.
it from there. It's like, oh, do I want high? Do I want ultra high? Do I want ultra? Do I want ultra best? And then whatever's above that. It's like,
Yeah. God.
God, yeah. Do I want godlike? And then God forbid you walk through one like wrongly
Oh,
coded area or whatever, badly
it
optimized
shut.
forest, and your whole PC blue screens, and that's your gamer.
Yeah.
Your game's done.
Yeah. Yeah. The life of a PC gamer. I don't envy him. Don't envy y'all anymore. I used to be y'all. Now I don't envy y'all. Like it's
I don't even play
crazy.
AAA titles anymore. I can't remember the last time I played something that was like honored for its graphics. It's all 2D pixel sprite platformers that I'm playing at the moment. And
There.
it's
Hey,
they
there
do
you
not
go.
they do not need any form of graphic rendering other than like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think I'm pretty sure Hollow Knight could
Yeah.
could be played on like a Game Boy. If you if you're willing to
Well,
sacrifice resolution, I reckon it
yeah.
could play on a
I
Game
you
Boy.
probably. Yeah. Now I'm thinking about. Yeah, you probably could. No, that's crazy though to think about though. Yeah, that's funny that you think you brought that up because I'm like thinking about it now. I'm like, have I played any AAA games that are known for the graphics? I'm like, yeah, I have.
Yeah.
I played Claire like a month ago. So yeah,
But
yeah.
before
I was like,
that, ignore that instance. Go back. When was the
um,
last time like you played a game that was like renowned for its graphics?
renowned for its graphics, not just having good graphics, but like just
Well,
know like
just
this is a
like you bought it because it looked nice.
oh, okay.
Like I can't remember. I'm
Yeah,
maybe looking at like
maybe,
Fallout 3. And when did that come out?
yeah, fucking like 2000 before 2012. I
I
know
was
that
still in
much. I was
school.
Yeah, I was like, I might have still been in school. Like, honestly, I don't know. I was like, I mean, obviously, I would say probably the Final Fantasy remakes probably was the last time I bought a game because there were remakes of my favorite game. They looked fucking amazing, graphically. So I would say probably that would have been the one when I really went out of my way because the game looked fucking great.
Yeah.
Um, and that was the reason why I wanted to play it, not because of like gameplay. I'm like, that's Final Fantasy 7. Cloud looks like he's real. I want.
Yeah.
And that was about
And
probably that was the last time I think so.
COD isn't really graphic intensive
I mean,
now.
it can't. No, not anymore.
Warzone only gets you a better render distance, so you can see people a bit clearly, like
Mhm.
by a fraction of a pixel. And unless you're a professional,
Yeah,
I don't think that
it's not
really
bothering me.
matters.
It
Um,
doesn't. Not to me.
yeah, no, not me. Maybe we're just old heads, and we're all just
Maybe.
we're the wrong ones. We're the baddies. I keep saying to
We
Rach, "Are we
just
the
I
baddies?"
think we are I don't know about that. I don't know if we're a bad. No, but yeah, I mean, I guess it's an interesting thing to think about. But yeah, like I'm really sitting here thinking about it. I'm just like, yeah, when I get games now, it's just like I'm just getting them because it's like a franchise I really like. The gameplay looks really good, or and that's about it. I don't really buy. I've stopped before. I used to buy games because of graphics all the time. Like, oh, that game looks beautiful. I'm gonna get that. Da, 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 da. And then like I think that was The Witcher for me. Like Witcher 3 when it came out. I'm like, that I've never played a Witcher game. That game looks fucking gorgeous. Never played a game that game before. Did not know what it was like. Did not know the combat. And I've tried playing The Witcher like 5 times, and I still have gotten maybe 10 to 15 hours, and it just doesn't click with me, and it pisses me off so much because 'cause I'm like, I want it. I want this game to click with me so bad, and it just doesn't. But then a
Yeah,
fucking game like, wasn't a fucking game like I played one this game, it was called Professor Layton. It's for the DS. It's like a puzzle game, but that game clicked for me, and it's just fucking puzzles, and I'm like, "What the fuck is wrong?" I literally stopped playing The Witcher 3 to play Professor Layton on the DS. Like,
it
I was
look
like, I don't wanna play with Geralt of Riviera. I wanna play as Professor Layton and his sidekick Luke, and we're gonna solve these puzzles to figure out this mystery of the diabolical box in this little makeshift town." And I'm like, I'm hooked, and then I'm like, "Fuck you, Witcher 3." Like, what the fuck, dude?
yeah. Maybe I'm trying to think back. Like maybe Uncharted at a time was pretty decent on graphics.
Yeah,
It still stands up to a test of time now. I'll still go back and play
that
those
looks
games.
good. Those remakes
Um,
are beautiful.
Tomb Raider
Yeah.
is another one that had a big jump. But no,
Mhm.
it's gaming is gaming at the moment.
Yeah.
It's not
I think
stale.
every
It's
game
really not stale. It's
I think every game looks good now. Like, I don't think,
yeah,
like, when you I'm okay, I can't I'm gonna get raked over the coals for saying this, but, like, I literally think when you look at your box standard AAA game, like, or just a game in general, most of the time they look up to the par. Like they don't look bad. Like the faces aren't blurry. Like maybe the draw distance could be a little bit better, stuff like that. Maybe some textures could be a little bit better. But for the most part, I think most games that are coming out nowadays, that are coming from a AAA studio or a studio that's maybe like backed by like Sony or Microsoft or something like that. They all look really really good. And 9 times out of 10, if it doesn't, it's because there's a update or a patch that needs to be fixed that just somehow slipped through the cracks.
yeah. It's I don't know, man. I feel like I'm just getting old and old. I'm getting grumpy. I'm
Yeah.
getting old, and I'm just nothing. I see nothing in the same light
Yeah.
anymore. There is a.
Mhm.
It's the rise of the retro, as we say.
Yeah.
Retro is
Hmm.
hot as chips right now. Um,
Oh yeah.
and I saw it's been around for a long time. I've forgotten the name of the website. It's Anna's something or other. Anna's Archive. Some
Okay.
boy in the middle of December last year managed to scrape all the metadata from Spotify. Every single song, every single artist, and is now available at your own discretion for no cost. So I have seen iPods now selling for the price of phones. because everyone's going back retro. No one wants to pay your shitty subscription fees anymore.
Yeah.
Adobe, Spotify. I don't mind paying Apple Music at the moment, just
No,
because.
I'll give Spotify I'll give Spotify up to $20 and then
Yeah.
I'll stop. Yeah, like I can't like they've got me hooked, man. They've got me ingrained into their fucking ecosystem that there's not like a day that goes by where I'm like, oh, I'll add that to my play. Oh, what playlist do they recommend? Like I'm so just fucking ingrained in it.
Well,
And it like they increase the price like $2 every year. And I'm like, I got it when it was
well,
$7.
at
Then it went
your
from
own
9,
local browsing,
11.
you could download the whole 6 point something terabytes of lossless audio um, onto your own home server. And you can have your own version of Spotify running on whatever software you like for free.
Yep.
Uh,
Mhm.
so that was one bit of news that I
That's
saw this morning. I
crazy.
was like, you know what? Good on them. Good on them. Because
Yeah.
Spotify
Yeah.
pays what? 0.0004 of a cent per song. Which, so I think if
Yeah.
if the artist gets like 1 million streams, it's about $4,000. Um,
Yeah.
sounds good to little old Joe like me, but if that's your job, how many
Yeah.
like I wonder how many albums we go through and you look at this, like how many million listens have they got? Well, how many
Yeah, you
songs have
got
got 1 million listens? I know a couple of
yeah.
smaller artists that don't get above like 50K.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like you get when you're like that smaller artist, you're just putting your music out there to be tested to hopefully get picked up by a label where they might pay to at least have your dude, it's actually interesting. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts by a lot of like my favorite bands. I listened to a really cool podcast. I'll have to show you the link. It was with Neck Deep and their lead singer at like a local skate park talking to another dude talking about like skate culture and punk music and stuff like that. But like, yeah, a lot of the time they don't make their money off streaming. They make their money off touring. They make their money off physical merch. They make their money off like that's where they make their money. They make their money off touring. So I guess you kind of look at it that way. Like I think most artists don't look at putting their music on Spotify to get paid, only just to get noticed, which is like we're going to post 8 videos with the same song on TikTok. It's going to pick up steam and then hopefully everyone goes and downloads the song. And then when we announce our tour, we announce some merch, they really vibe with the song and they'll go up buy a ticket to our show, which we're going to charge about probably $40 for. We're probably going to get 20 of that. But if we sell in that tour over 10 cities and we sell, you know, 300 tickets per show, like you make up your money for it, right? And so but again, being in a band though, like being a band, being a musical artist, unless you are like picked up by like Republic Records or Sony Records or something like that, you're not really making money off of it. Like you really much are just doing it because I mean, it's basically what me and you. They're probably making the same amount that me and you would be making working our normal jobs, but they just get to travel the world and play in front of a crowd, right? Like I feel like that's like what we. I think that's what most musical artists make that aren't like fucking Justin Bieber or fucking like those the top 100 musical streamed artists and stuff like that.
Yeah, but screw them. Screw Spotify, screw Apple Music. Go to a certain website and go get all your music for free.
we still
and
love you,
then
Spotify and
uh,
Apple. You
and then go
we
support your
love you.
artist. Go support your own
Yeah, go
artist
support your artists.
by buying tour tickets
Yeah.
and maybe.
Just listen to podcasts on Spotify and Apple Music. That's what you guys can just listen to podcasts. Okay.
Like, is Spotify
Fuck.
podcast decent? All right, the last time I
Yeah.
saw Spotify podcast was when they bought big old Joe Rogan for however much for.
Mhm.
I swear he only stayed on Spotify for like
Not long at all.
a month, 2 months, something like that.
Maybe a year or something like that. Maybe something short. Yeah.
Because I remember I always used to just listen on YouTube because
Mhm.
it used to.
Yeah.
I'd been listening to podcasts on a night shift, and Joe
Mhm.
Rogan was the biggest one at the time, and it would always slip in. I listen to Star Talk a lot, which is like Neil deGrasse Tyson, and
Yeah.
Chuck Nice. They do their own podcast, which is like it's a
Mhm.
nice, relaxing one. Neil's got one of those deep voices,
Oh
it's
yeah.
almost like ASMR. It's just like, hello, welcome to Star Talk. And it's like, oh, okay, right. I could potter around and go to like work in the middle of
Yeah.
middle of the night and listen to this. And
Mhm.
then Joe Rogan would come on it. It'd be one of the ones about there's four of them, and they always talk about conspiracy theories and aliens. And it's fucking
Yeah.
great. I know that there's controversy about Big Joe and what goes on, but
Yeah.
when they start talking about the aliens, man, that
It's so
that
entertaining.
is
It's entertaining shit. It's entertaining shit. I think like you have to look at Joe Rogan as one thing. Are you looking for him for his opinions, or are you looking just for pure entertainment? Because that shit
he is a
it's
comedian at the end of
definitely
the day.
it's definitely entertaining. Like it definitely is very entertaining. I find myself a lot recently like listening to podcasts. Like I told you about the Reddit Stories podcast, which is very like ASMR-ish in the fact of like they're just reading a story out loud and then they discuss the story, they move on to the next story. But listening to that a lot. Obviously, I listen to a lot of. This is one podcast. It's called Morning Somewhere. It's made by Bernie Burns, one of the guys who did who was a co-founder at Rooster Teeth. But they just it's like a 20-minute, maybe 30-minute max talk show. They do it every single day. And they just talk about like the current topics and stuff like that. And again, it's just I like those podcasts that have like that comfy feeling. But then I found myself listening to Diary of like a CEO, where they were like,
The
there's a
only
British
one,
guy,
yeah,
and
the
he
only
was
one
talking.
I've watched of that, I think he had Casey Neistat on. Um,
Okay, I
that's a
haven't seen. I
bit
didn't watch
too
that one.
businessy for me.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I think
it,
yeah, it's definitely very businessy for sure, but it's very interesting because they did one with. I listened. He did one with one of the Shark Tank guys. He did one with Neil deGrasse Tyson. He did one with Matthew McConaughey. Like it's very interesting to just kind of hear people's perspective. And again, it's the dude's fucking voice. Like the guy who's hosting that has a fucking really good fucking voice and it just kind of sinks in. But yeah, it definitely is very businessy, 1000%. But it's like interesting. I what pulled me in was because um I was watching on TikTok, and this is how I found it. He was interviewing one of the former One Direction boys. I could get his name is like Louis Tomlinson or something like that. And I've always like out of everyone in One Direction, I'm not a big One Direction guy. But I've always liked Louis's music after he left the band. So just hearing him talk about like what it was like to be in the band and hear like the politics behind the stage of being in like this famous boy band and just hearing like how like the inner workings of it was very interesting when you don't know a lot about a subject at all, like especially like the music industry. But that's what really drew me to that one. So I listened to a bunch more of those. But yeah, right now I just like listen to people tell. Listen to like listening to Reddit stories and people talking about crazy ass shit, and it makes me laugh. So
the aliens are coming.
the aliens, dude. Oh, hold
We're
on before.
convinced at work. We're convinced at work the aliens are coming. There's
Oh
too
yeah,
many things going wrong at the moment. It's like
yeah.
it's got to be the aliens at this point. Like
Mhm.
we can't explain. Oh,
We can't explain this shit, dude. No, we just fucking can't. No, one of these. So I was listening to that podcast, the Reddit Story podcast, the other day, and oh man, it's actually kind of funny. So they were like talking about like some of like the worst people on planet Earth, and this one was crazy. It's like there's so many ones where they talk about like so and so's invited to a wedding, and then so and so proposed at their wedding and like and I'm like dude like I've never been like part of a wedding party before. I don't know the inner workings of that, but like the sheer amount of people that I've read these Reddit stories asking like am I the asshole for proposing at my sister's wedding. I'm like dude, yes bro, you are the asshole. That is their day. What the fuck are you doing, dude? It's all those wedding ones are always so messy, dude. It's insane, dude.
it's a hypercharged
I
situation as a wedding, and you guests need to understand you are a guest at the
yes.
day. It is not.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like think of an analogy. Like if you are a guest at a business conference, you
Yeah.
don't get up and start speaking, saying like, "Oh, this is how I would do it." Like, "Oh, ha ha, hee hee ha ha." So
Yeah.
you don't go to a wedding as a guest and go, "You know what? I'm gonna propose. I'm gonna make it about me." No, that's
I
not how
know,
it
right?
works.
Same, dude. Like
They
it's
are
like
paying
am
for
I
you.
mm, oh yeah. Shit is crazy, man. I don't know, man. I just heard that. I'm like, I swear to God, if I get married one day and one of these motherfuckers proposes at my wedding, I'm gonna kill them. on the spot. Well, no, actually, I'm just gonna post it on Reddit and I hope I make it onto that podcast. I'm just
The podcast.
kidding.
At this point, we're going to start making stories up just to see if we can get on the podcast.
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know
I'm
if I
just
can
kidding.
think of anything up crazy. Like the depths of Reddit, I don't even think I could make that shit up. Obviously, like
Dude,
proposing
you
at a wedding,
have
it's fine. But when you hear some of the crazy shit,
yeah.
it's like, how do you even think of this?
Dude. The most famous Reddit story of all time that I people talk about all the time is like it's weird, right? Like so like the whole premise of it is like you don't know how like when people are raised and live in a household, whatever they do in their house is they're normal, right? So like they could have like the most weirdest thing in the entire world to us, but to them that's their normal. And there was this story about a fucking poop knife that they did not flush the toilet. They would chop up the poop in the toilet bowl and set it like in a thing, but that's what their fucking family did. And they're like, am I wrong for this? Like, someone was mad that I used a knife to clean up my poop. It's like, I didn't know that was normal. Was like, I mean, you should know that's wrong. Like, how did you go to the bathroom at school? Did you use a plastic knife? He's like, no, at school I would make the exception, but my girlfriend thought it was weird. I'm just like, yeah, dude, because it is weird. But like, people are like, no, it's like some people have like weird ass fucking things going on, and that's their normal. And I'm like, bro, like the fucking poop knife story gets me every single time. It's crazy. And
I
the
don't
fact
know.
of the matter is it's called the poop knife story. Like people know what that shit is. When you bring up poop knife on Reddit, like you Google that shit right now, fucking long ass thing, dude. Like it's internet history, bro. It's
The world has never
insane.
been the same since we lost Harambe. Like, I'm
I
just putting
know,
it out there.
right? Yep. R.I.P.
Ever
Harambe.
the world died when that
Yep.
and so did all of our morals with that gorilla man. The
Yep.
fuck?
Exactly, man. After that, someone's like, you know what? Fuck it. We're posting everything on the internet. Forget dignity. Harambe's dead, dude. Like, what the fuck? Dude, that's crazy. I did not think we were gonna bring up Harambe in this
I
episode.
know in 2026, it's
2026
still
has been like what 10 years since he's died. So like,
he crops up on my
damn,
feed sometimes. Like when I'm
dude.
doom scrolling on the train, which I'm trying to stop at the moment. I am trying to
Yeah.
stop, but I always
Uh-huh.
get enticed in. Or do you know what it is? I'll sit there. I had it yesterday, and
Mhm.
the youth of today is unbearable, just unbearable. So what I've yeah, don't even start. Um, don't even start. Uh,
I hear that shit every day at work 1,000 times, and it pisses me off. Oh,
uh,
sorry. Go ahead.
it's okay. So
I'm not even
I've been trying to sit there on the phone and on the
yeah.
train and not look at my phone. So I'll just look
Mhm.
out the window or stare into the distance and just think about things.
Yeah.
Like the existential dread of going to work or trying to buy a house. And I was on the train home yesterday, and I was sat minding my
Oh,
own business, and about fucking 9 youths just get on the train and surround me. Like I'm sat by the window in like a middle aisle seat, and they take like the first 3 rows in front of me. A guy sits next to me, and they sit like 3 rows behind me as well, and all start chirping, like in my ear, like being loud, just doing kid things, ragging people about,
yeah.
slapping the mates on the back of the head. And at that point, I had to pull my phone out and just start doom scrolling because I was like, if not,
Mhm.
I'm gonna lose it. Because it's like
Yeah.
if I ask them to move, it's just then, or if I move, it's just gonna provoke them even more to start doing stupid shit. Um,
Yeah.
so at that point, I had to start doom scrolling. But other than that,
Mhm.
I've been pretty decent. I've not been on
Good.
Twitter. My phone battery is cooked, but usually,
Yeah.
like I could get to the end of the day now, and I'm on like 50%. That's
Hey,
crazy.
let's
My screen time
go.
has gone like whoop, straight down
That's
the fucking
awesome, though.
slide.
No,
Have I
that's
got?
really good.
Do I feel any different? Nah, I don't.
No.
I just feel less in the loop, which I actually kind of
Yeah.
like because I
Yeah,
go
that's
to
kinda
work and
cool.
they start talking about all these
Mhm.
sad things. It's like, oh, didn't know
Yeah.
that were happening. Rather you didn't tell me.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Ignorance isn't always a key out, but when you're
No.
trying to improve your own mental health, you got to put yourself first at some point.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, I think doom scrolling is a very interesting concept. I get it. But it's also I'm like, is it harming anyone? Like I mean I guess it is. Like right? Like I guess it does harm people like from them like getting out of bed or like doing anything productive. But I guess this is just like the cynical part of me where I think about shit like that and I'm like, fucking just get off your fucking phone.
It's hard. I think it's when you get
it's
locked in and you don't realize that you've been
yeah,
locked.
that's
Like
fair.
that's the scary part where you
That's
blink
fair.
and your alarm goes off at 7. You pick up your phone and to turn your alarm off, and you have a couple of like emails and notifications that you flip through, and then you start
Hmm.
your brain just goes like
Hmm.
motor movement
Yeah,
straight to Instagram, and then you're scrolling. It's like, oh shit, now it's 8 o'clock, and I need to get ready for work. It's like, oh, I could have done
yeah,
something productive in that hour, like had a
exactly.
coffee
Yeah,
or
that's true. Like, I guess
touch
I can get
grass.
that because yeah, people need to start fucking doing that. No, no, but like I get that. I find myself, I guess, quote unquote, doom scrolling on the weekends a lot more. Like it's Saturday, like it's like I'm still waking up at 8, but I don't have to go to work, so I'll like scroll. I'm like, oh shit, it's 9:30. I gotta get out of bed. But it's like the simple act of, oh shit, it's 9:30. I'm gonna get out of bed now and not stay on my fucking phone. Like I think that's where I lose the sympathy aspect of it, is because I'm like I'm very much self aware. I'm like, oh, I need to go do this and I'm gonna go do it because I've realized, oh, I have to do this now. It's so, and when people are like, I have to do this, and they're like, but what's a couple more minutes? Like, no, get up and go do your shit. Like, stop.
Yeah, I haven't got limits on stuff. I know that you can set your phone to. There's like a
Yeah.
massive craze at the moment, like putting it in like just hibernation mode or whatever it is, where it basically disables anything but the camera, the phone, the messaging
Okay.
app. There's also
Hmm.
like ways of, I know on iPhone at least, Android will definitely be able to do it. If iPhone could do it, if iOS can do it, Android could definitely do it. Um,
Yeah, of course.
it like just turns it basically just turns your phone into like an Amazon Kindle. You know, like white
Okay.
screen, black text, no colors, because that's the way Instagram works. People don't realize
Mhm.
this, but I think it's the Instagram logo is specifically
Mhm.
those colors because that is what they've done studies on this. It induces the most amount of dopamine production and like happy chemicals in a way. So like reds, pinks, yellows, those shades
Mhm.
of the sunset, the burning ball in the sky that we all worship. um, that is how they pull you in. Yeah,
Yeah.
and all of the likes and the little fireworks, they're all programmed and they're all graphically designed to make you want more. Every time you click that
Yeah.
light and it hits that little red heart, that triggers dopamine, little fractions of dopamine in your brain, which is weird because X goes a completely opposite way, but I get dragged to that more. The like button still does like the little like fireworks and stuff, but like the app itself, it's black and white.
Yeah.
Unless you've changed it,
Mhm.
you can do whatever you want. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
you could change whatever app coverings. But yeah,
Mhm.
the hibernation stuff, it kind of, I don't think I need it. I don't
Yeah.
think I need it on my phone. I don't use my phone enough. I think my battery dying and using an older phone is actually a good thing for people. Like
I
if
would agree. I would
if
agree.
you actively lower your screen time because you want to try and keep your phone alive.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
trying not to take portable chargers around with me anymore because that just it, it, it induces more
Increases
screen
it.
use.
Yeah.
Um,
For sure.
But no, well, I get enough screen use from my two happy screens in front of me, my computer
Exactly.
screens. So
Yep. Very much so. That's
it
true.
does make me
And I
laugh.
got the
There's a
new.
meme. Have you seen the meme? Sorry, look, I'll let you go. Have you
Mhm.
seen the meme where it's like at work and it's like, and you come home and then your partner asks you or your roommate asks you, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, have you how was the bad screens today? And they were like, oh yeah, they were pretty bad. And it's like, okay, do you want to watch
Yeah.
the nice screen? It's like, oh, the good screen. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, we'll watch the good screen.
Yeah. Well, it's a good screen. Yeah.
What do you want to watch on the good screen?
On the good screen, right? That's so funny, actually. That's hilarious.
It's
But no,
relatable.
I was gonna say, like you brought it up, like having an old phone. I just got a new phone. I got the newest model of the iPhone because I'm like, I got out of 13. It's like been 5 years. I'm like, I just want the newest one of this one. This is me at the store. I'm like, hey, and he's like, because I used to sell shit for a living, so I don't have time for people trying to sell me shit. Because I'm like, I know what you're doing. I'm like, this is what I want. Da 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 da. And he's like, okay. And it's like, what do you want? It's like, I want the newest version of this. Oh, you want the newest version of this? I want the newest version of this. He's like, okay. So he brings it over. Well, he tells me I pay the shit. It shipped to my house. And I swear for like the first 2 days, man, I'm like, I was on that shit fucking 24/7. Not 24/7, like except
Nah,
it
you
felt like
notice
twenty-four
it. Yeah.
seven. Yeah, I'm just like, damn, I'm like checking all the new features out. And then like a day later, I'm like back to my normal shit on it. Like I was like, oh, that's cool. It's got this thing, this thing. Am I ever gonna use this? Oh, fuck no. Randomly, I'll forget something works. Like if you hold down the camera button, like that's how you activate Siri. So like I'll like hold this down and the Siri will start talking. I'm like, I'm not fucking talking to you, Siri. I'm talking to something else. And it's almost as bad as Alexa, where it's just like, sorry, anyone who has Alexa, I just probably triggered your thing, but like it's almost bad as the Amazon Echo and stuff like that. When you just call it out, it's just like I'm like, I'm not talking to you. Shut the fuck up. Turn this bitch off. But it is what it is. But yeah, no, I definitely understand. I definitely envy the idea of like not being on my phone nearly as enough. But I'm also like very much at the point where I'm like, I don't necessarily want to say I have to be on my phone, but I feel like my phone is so ingrained, like my emails on there, like messages, phone calls, like social media, like thinking about topics for the podcast. If I'm not home, like a message from you, like I'll be on Discord, oh, checking out the draft league stuff. I'll go on Showdown on my phone. Again, I mean, you basically just have a mini computer in your pocket at all times. And sometimes you find it fell in the trap of using it as your computer when you don't want to get up and go to your happy screens.
Happy screens. That's the moral of this podcast. Sure. Only happy
Get yourself some
screens.
happy screens. Only happy screens, guys. Only happy screens.
But that'll do it. That'll do it. I feel
Yeah.
that's a good time to. But
Like,
please,
just
please don't stop watching us. Like, yeah, please
yeah.
don't stop listening to us. Like, we might say put your screen away, but only listen to our podcast. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What we're saying is you watch us all you want. Like get on the YouTube. You can watch us and you can listen to us and you can open up spot. You can definitely use Spotify and Apple Music too if you guys want to. Like we're not saying to do
Do you know
nothing,
what's
but we're
crazy, Luke?
just
I know we've just tried to wrap up, but do you know what's crazy? I just said that like that someone ripped all that metadata from
yeah.
Spotify. We'll be in that.
Mhm.
Oh,
Can we sue them?
that's
I'm
a
just kidding.
crazy thought. That's a crazy.
Did you hear me? Can we sue them?
Can we sue them?
Oh my god, I'm just
We
kidding.
can
We're not
finally
gonna do
afford
that.
a house, Luke.
Woo! Oh my god, no. Spotify's gonna sue us for fucking telling people about it. Spotify, don't sue us. We don't support it. We haven't
No,
downloaded
we want
shit.
to make our
We're
money
just
from our podcast too.
yeah,
We're
we're
happy
we're
with our
letting people
0.0004%.
we're letting, our viewers that listen to us every single week know to like, hey, this is on the internet. Don't do it. Use the stuff that you pay for. Okay.
Yes, I agree.
Anyways, guys, we'll see you guys on the next episode of the podcast. I've been Luke, that's been Jake, and we will see you guys later.
Happy sailing.
Bye.